Hi, this is. Bleh. Hi, everybody. This is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with another movie review. I just recently watched Cuban Fury, which was also written by the people who did Shaun of the Dead, which is one of my favorite comedies of all time. And actually, the actor who played Shaun in Shaun of the Dead, he shows up for a brief cameo, and I thought, that's Shaun from Shaun of the Dead! Of course, I had a little bit of a fangirl moment there, and I was just so happy to see his character again because I hadn't seen him in anything other than Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead. The Cuban Fury, oh my gosh, this movie was just absolutely spectacular. And if you're a ballroom enthusiast like I am and you like Latin dance, this will be right up your alley. I love Latin music. I love Latin dance, and I know basic box step. I can do, a little bit of, I can't do salsa. I can do just your basic, you know, box step for Latin dance, but I don't think I could do anything so elaborate as salsa. I mean, I got the hips for it, but I don't know. I would have to be trained. Because one thing I would really like to do is learn how to do quick step and foxtrot, even though they're the most difficult in ballroom. But this is it's called Cuban Fury, and because salsa comes from Cuba, and I don't know if rumba does. They had rumba and mambo, and just this absolutely sensational music that was just, it's like sex on a dance. It's like sex on hardwood, basically. Actually, that one comes from Take the Lead, if you've ever seen it. You know the reference from Pierre Dulain. Anyway, I love that. It is so true. It's just there's so much passion and corazón, as they said. The original Spanish uses the th instead of corazón because the original speaker had a lisp, so everybody wanted to imitate him. But anyway, trivial facts aside, it's just a fantastic movie. It's really just sensational, spectacular, astronomically good, and it's just really a wonderful movie that will give you pep in your step and uplift you. Just the dance in and of itself. Oh my goodness. Main character, his name's Bruce, and when he's a child, he has this zest and fervor for salsa because he's watching salsa on television, and he falls in love with it head over heels for it. And he and his sister Samantha, they win every competition that they go into, and they're basically the Wonder Twins, and they do right before they go into competition they say thunder, 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 Thundercats, oh! And I thought that was so cute. I just laugh, and there were a lot of references that were made that were innuendos that were just so clever, and it came at you really fast, and you had to be on your toes to really catch them. And I caught every one of them. It was something that I thought the writers and the actors did a really good job. And the Bruce's teacher, his name was Rod. And Rod is just this cantankerous, angry son of a you-know-what, and son of a gun, and he teaches them to dance with his heart rather than just feel the rhythm. Yeah, anybody can feel the rhythm, but you gotta have heart when you dance salsa. It's so true. You do. That's with any dance, but particularly with Latin dance, that you've got to feel it from. You got to have fire. I mean, it's all about that, and passion, and it's just I love this movie. This movie was absolutely tremendous. I give it 2 thumbs way up, 5 stars hands down. And it's a romantic comedy, which is something that I wasn't really expecting. It was just, I thought, oh, it's going to be another dance comedy, and no, it's a little bit different because of course, something happens to Bruce. I'm not going to say what happens. It's very tragic and it's hard to watch, and it's very sad, and just reveals the cruelty of some people just being closed-minded and narrow-headed and walking around the world with blinders on. Of course, Rod later on brings his courage and his stamina and his backbone. He brings that all back, but it just really was a movie that I thought was very inspiring, and you get to see another villain that comes into his life, Drew, who has a thing for Julia. Julia is this just really sensuous woman who loves salsa, go figure, and she's from America, and she's the new boss for this lathe company. And you know what a lathe is? A lathe strips things down. It's basically a big piece of machinery. And one thing I thought was very clever was they had Bruce had a mug that he was pouring tea into, and it said, "I love my lathe." I thought, oh, that's so cute, I love it. And it's just, you know, I like stuff like that because it's punny and it's clever and it's witty, and the Brits are just so sparkling at this that they do it just without even thinking because they've been doing it for years. But this is along the lines of what you would expect from a British film. It's Studio Canal is the one big studio that produced it and one that you recognize, and L Studio, The Lottery did it, and E1 was one I didn't recognize. They were one company that produced this gem of a movie, but they're just they are a independent, because I thought I know Studio Canal because they really came into my life when they did Final Fantasy: The Spirits Within, which is when I fell in love with Studio Canal. But this has become one of my new favorite films, and it's just really quite tremendous. It just, especially for the dancing in and of itself, just to see how these people move, how smooth, how fluid, just poetry. And I thought, oh my goodness, I mean, I can move like that, but I have not been trained to dance in ballroom fashion. I just dance the way I like to, and you know, I'm got a lot of fluidity and grace and poise when I move. But I thought, good lord, I took ballet when I was little. I didn't really I didn't follow structure. I was kind of rebellious, but at least I still know how to do plie and arabesque. So at least I still have that quality, and I use it in my other dance. That I don't dance professionally. It's just something I enjoy as a hobby. So this is something that I just absolutely love. And ballroom, it reminds me of my mother, because when I was younger, Mom and I lived for watching ballroom on PBS. The competitions, seeing all those, just the gallantry, the costumes in and of themselves, just the way they just glitter, they glow, they glisten when they're out on that dance floor, and they're like little gems, just glimmering out there. And it's oh, they're little stars, and I always love that. And this, how precise, and they're, especially when they do tango, how precise and how stoic and defiant they are in their stance, and just the rotation of the hip and the Latin, the Latin dance, it takes my breath away. And there's a character I really love in this particular movie. His name's Bijan, or Bijan. Yeah, his name's Bijan, and he is Arabic. And at one part, he goes to the club with Bruce, and he said, "Oh, if only I had a grenade." And Bruce looks at him, and he gives him this kind of furrowed brow, and he says, "You're an Arabic man, and you want to come into a club with a grenade? No, don't do that." And I just, oh my goodness, I cracked up, because I have friends who are Arabic, and I thought it was hysterical. And Bijan, he reminded me of one of my coworkers, no, actually, he reminded me of a friend who I had who passed away. He was like a surrogate father to my whole family, and he came off as very effeminate. I mean, if you didn't know him at the very first, you would think, oh my God, he's gay. But no, he was a person that just had this, joie de vivre, and oh, he could cook these delectable pieces of fudge that would just make you absolutely orgasm just eating them. I mean, I'm sorry to say it that way. There's no other way to say it, but oh my Lord, it's like, oh, it's heaven in my mouth. I don't want to leave. But it's moments like this. Yeah, that's why I love movies like this, because they bring forth, they evoke so many happy memories. And yeah, it's interesting that I should be wearing my Ninja Sex Party shirt, because I was thinking about Markiplier and Eagle Raptor and Danny all pole dance. That's when I have a really bad week. I think I got to have a little bit of jump start, give myself a nosebleed in the process. But it's like faint, swoon, die. But hey, a girl can dream. I mean, look at that body. Holy moly, oh. Ooh, yeah, there are things I'd like to do, and say, get a ring on my finger to that certain body. I won't mention here on the air, but yeah, I gotta wait for a ring on my finger for that. But anyway, this is just a really splendiferous romantic comedy that I wasn't really expecting, and I love all the characters. And Nick Frost, he played Bruce, and Bruce actually, the actor who played Bruce did play in Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead, opposite of the actor who actually played Shaun. And it was such a treat. I thought it is just like a parfait, super fluffy and very delightful and sweet. And there were parts where you're rooting for Bruce all the way, because he's the underdog, and even though it's predictable how it's going to end, it's just this movie is just, it's awesome. It really is. And I can't give it any more plaudits than it deserves. It's just really absolutely excellent film. Best movie I've seen in a good long time, and it's easily on my top 40. And if you haven't seen it, and if you're a lover of Latin dance and music and ballroom, this certainly will be your cup of tea. At least I hope it will be your cup of tea. And it's just really incredible, especially the actual dance, the real salsa itself. And there was the part I thought Nick had to have a double, because his feet are so fleet on the floor. I think no. He had to have a double do that, because there's no way that he could move that quickly. This is not possible. Even I can't move that quickly, and I'm very, very, very quick. I think because I was called Speedy Gonzalez when I was younger. But anyway, that's about all I have to say about my latest. And I did an update on Facebook. I recently finished Scavengers of the Golden Tomb, and my friend said, no, it's supposed to be about dogs. I thought, oh, why didn't you tell me it was going to be about dogs? You didn't say it was going to be about dogs. Okay, we'll do another one similar to, but different from, Scavengers of the Golden Tomb. And now I'm writing one where it's called Being Mrs. Plots, and of course it's a tribute to the producers, one of my favorite movies of all time, and Mel Brooks is going to have a speaking role, very small speaking role, but still he's going to be in it, like, with Hitchcock, and he would always appear in the background of his films just because he could. He had the ability or the prestige to do so. I haven't really been reading too much. I'm working on trying to get myself a promotion in October. I've been writing a lot of poetry. I've been just writing quite a bit. I have parodies that I'm going to record in the near future, which I'm probably going to be recording early just because they came to me, and I thought, why am I thinking of holiday parodies this early in the year? It's just silly. I got like 3 for Christmas and 1 for Thanksgiving. And I wish I could write one for Halloween, but I have never written a parody for Halloween. I'm hoping I can at some point in time. I gotta really sleep on that. But that's all I have to say, and that's all I have to update you on. And just things are looking up. We were in kind of financial dire straits for a while. Dad and I are coming out of it, and we will definitely forge on and keep calm and carry on, as they say. Till next time, live long, prosper. Jamais.